What we're talking about now, this thing is an all-day affair. The competition starts at 7:30 in the morning, right? And then the awards aren't presented until after 10 o'clock at night.
The Red Carpet Classic is happening on Saturday. It's an inaugural event at Elkhorn High School.
And we've got a preview. Teacher and show choir director Abby Thompson is right here. And then we've got some students as well. We've got Christina Berger, Jesse Brummel. How do you say it? Brummel. Yeah, Brummel. And then Ryan Savage and Rome Gastali are here as well.
Hi, guys. Nice to have you here.
Nice to meet you.
Great to have you.
Good to see you. You guys excited to be hosting this thing?
We're very excited. This is our first year hosting an event, and we've been to a lot of events in the past at a lot of other schools, seen them very well run. We've been out at Gretna so far this year, had a fantastic experience at Westside this past Saturday. So we're very excited to hopefully be able to give back to the show choir community and the directors and students from other schools.
So you four, you're the MCs for the night. So what does that mean? What does that role look like for you?
Well, basically what we do is before every group goes, we announce them and we give them some background information to the crowd so they know who's going to be performing, what they do, what songs they do.
Do you have like a Steve Harvey? Like, is there somebody on the national scene who's influencing the style you bring to this event? You look at them, you want to model that?
I am not sure to be honest.
Just read the correct winners, okay? Read the correct winners.
That's the most
That'd be
important
very
part.
bad if we got the wrong
So
ones.
what does this competition look like? How's it structured?
Well, we have 19 different schools, 19 different groups performing from 8 different schools around the metro area. We start our morning with some middle schoolers performing from some of the Elkhorn middle schools. And then we have some prep groups later in the morning, some all-women's groups in the early afternoon, and then our varsity ensembles. In the evening, some of the varsity ensembles will come back and perform their show again for finals.
Wait, can we scroll back up? Was that you? Hold on, wait. I'm just trying to pick you guys out. Are you in that shot? Is there a gal sitting on your lap and you're not wearing glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the two of you with curly hair. I get it. So you guys, you do perform. You're just not performing during the event, or are you? Are you part of the exhibition?
That's correct. We're actually part of the exhibition. Since we host the competition and we choose the judges and everything, we don't compete.
There'd be a conflict of interest if you did, right? So what do you like about seeing other schools compete? Because you're going to be sitting back watching everybody else compete.
Well, probably the most exciting about watching other schools compete is the fact that you know in the back of your mind that we're all high schoolers. We're all kind of there for the same reason, but we all have such different shows, such different music, such different motivations behind, what the story of our show is. So it's kind of cool to see other people that are just like you up there doing the same thing that you are.
Jesse Brummel, what kind of work goes into it throughout what goes into it throughout the season? The time commitment for you as students?
Well, for the actual group, we start in about July, the end of July, and we go about once a week in the evening and 2 to 3 times a week in the morning, just rehearsing, and we bring in clinicians, just a lot of perfecting our show after we learn everything. And then on Saturdays, we spend most of our Saturdays at all-day competitions.
Wow.
We have how many this year? 5? 6?
You
5?
have to love it to do it. This isn't something you can be half committed to and make it work.
We're all very passionate about what we do. It's very exciting. You have to love it to be as committed.
Right, because there's so much that goes into this. You're not just singing. There's a reason why it's called the show choir, because there's everything. There's a lot of other things that go into this.
What do the students get out of it when you see somebody who's new to show choir and then you watch them progress throughout the year or over the years once they get closer to their senior year? What type of growth do you see in these young men and women?
A lot in terms of their performance skills and their their comfortability being in front of a large group of people and the bonds that they have with each other. Just kind of, you kind of get to watch them grow up before your eyes and really perfect those performance skills. And it's really, really neat. And we have such a supportive network of parents who help put this together. And to watch those kids, go through, I think is rewarding not only for me, but hopefully for their parents and for our entire community. So.
Yeah, but there's some performances that you put together. When do you actually start the show, putting it together, assembling it for the first time, and then working on it throughout the course of the year?
The students get to find out about it in late July or early August, and we get kind of bits and pieces of different music and different choreography throughout the year. We have a wonderful choreographer. Her name's Melanie Walters.
I was going to ask who comes up with the moves.
Yeah,
right?
she and I love to collaborate together, and I get a lot of wonderful ideas from her.
If you ever need a guest choreographer, Mike is probably available.
No, I mean,
No, his hips are battery powered. I mean, this guy can make headlines with his dance moves.
I don't like to brag.
Let's show our viewers what you're up to
Sure,
on Saturday
sure.
so they know how to be part of it. Of course, you're going to have gobs of family members and friends who are coming in who want to see their sons and daughters, grandkids in one of these performances. What about our viewers who just want to see some quality entertainment? They can get tickets at the door, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah, it usually gets really kind of busy throughout the day, but people are welcome to come and go and see the groups that they're interested in seeing. Some people just come for finals in the evening and see those last top 6 groups, but they're certainly invited to come in and out throughout the day. We have great concessions lined up so that people can just come and hang out for as long as they want to.
You need sustenance on a day like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it says February 6th, which is true. That's Saturday. It's coming up real
That's
quick.
right.
It starts 8 o'clock in the morning.
Guys, thank you so much for coming in. It's a pleasure to meet you and nice to have you here as well.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
Thanks for
having
coming.
us.
Thanks, Bromel. Thanks, Bromel.
Thank you.
All right, if you haven't